blow for you.
All yours. But, and there's a dome where projections of the moon and the stars are shown around the edge. And ice fall, and that's why Australians don't just. Now you're in, just trust your feelings. Now you're in on it, your life's about to change. Now you're in, don't overthink it. Now you're in on it, the earth don't feel the same. Now you're in, and now we're in on the secret.
Follow Crumb. Follow Crumb. Follow Crumb. Don't follow Crumb.
Are you experiencing signs of discomfort or irritability while watching NASA and space news? Have you noticed your sense of reality becoming more and more blatantly and obviously shattered? Do you find your cognitive dissonance increasing more and more as you live life post-pandemic? Are you struggling to maintain relationships with friends, colleagues, and loved ones? Well, now there's Flatterall. Flatterall has been tested and proven to help aid in the awakening of the collective consciousness. Flatterall can help you decipher the truth from the lies that we were all taught. Flatterall can help cure symptoms of chronic appealing to authority, systemic brainwashing, excessive need for conformity, NASA fanboy syndrome, delusional belief of the moon landing, and diarrhea. Talk to your doctor today and see if waking the f*** up is right for you. Side effects may include losing your family, losing your job, losing your mind, questioning your sanity, questioning your gullibility, questioning literally everything in your life, and diarrhea.
Follow Crumb. Follow Crumb. Follow Crumb. Don't follow Crumb.
All right, we are now live. Can you go ahead and give me a... Go ahead and talk, Laurie. Oh, I think they probably... Can they hear you? Now they can hear you. Okay, go ahead and talk.
Yeah, can you hear me now out there in internet land? Oh, there's an echo. I got an echo.
Now there's an echo?
Echo. Now it's gone. No, it's still there. Still there.
Okay.
Hello?
Keep talking. Uh-oh. But I don't think people can hear you, so hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. We had some technical issues.
Check 1 2, check 1 2, 2 1. Now I'm back, but I can hear an echo.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn your echo down. You know what, guys? We're going to be right.
Check 1 2.
I'll tell you what. We'll be right back, everybody.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Let's try that now.
Good stuff.
Does this?
Okay, check 1 2. Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to make this work.
Hello, internet land. I'm here now. And there's no echo in my ears. Can you all hear me? Give me a 5x5 in the chat if you can. 2 1 2 2 1 2.
Let's see.
2
Okay,
1 2.
looks like it's good.
A little bit.
All right. You know, it wouldn't be a classic Rona with Lowry stream if there weren't.
Oh yeah, we're good to go.
We're good to go.
What's up, everybody? Hey, how's everybody doing?
All right. Hey, have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a little Max
You guys
Headroom
good?
thing going on here. All right. Happy Ronaversary. Happy anniversary, darling.
All right.
I can't believe it's been 3 years.
It's been 4 years.
4 years. Time
4
years.
years since the deadliest of all time. All right, are we good, guys? It only took us 40 minutes. All right. So, what's up, man? What's up, Laurie? I just want to say this is a big deal for me. The Rona is what put a fire under my ass to kind of get a channel going and learn how to stream. And, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a good journey. I'm not going to lie. I miss it. Even though that sounds bad, like there's a part of me that kind of wishes we were all under a little more tyranny, and I miss going to bars and being turned down. I don't know why. I miss being offended. But there's so many other new things to get offended by.
Well, you know what? Like it gave us so much material to work with. So like we're kind of like, you had to take a break for a little bit because you needed to build up, all of that zhuzh, for a while after, for 3 years of complete bullshit. And now, we created so much stuff. You did some amazing stuff, man. Just straight up, like you were driving from that drama and just turning it into awesomeness. So like,
thank you.
When they finally, started stepping back from the, the boot on the neck, you could relax for a little bit and take a little break. So like, I'm really glad you're out there doing
Thanks,
this again,
man. I mean, I just,
Good.
I need a little breather. But what do you got there? Oh, yes.
Because I'm going to keep your channel under control tonight. I'm not going to crush it like I have in the past, but I'm just going to share some of my swag as we go through the night that I've gotten over these last 4 years, just to remember, to remind everybody of some of the bullshit that we went through and some other cool stuff that came out of it. And I've got so much swag, dude. I got a barrel of swag.
This channel would have I do get a little bitter sometimes because of how many streams I've had to take down immediately, and all these other and just all the hoops I had to go through. Like I still can't get monetized yet. I'm not big enough, but I know I've done enough work to have that. If I wanted to play by the rules, this would have happened a long time ago. But
it's over by now.
Yeah, but it's worth it. That was never the thing. But yeah, I had the amount of watch time. I definitely have. It's just I had to literally just turn off every stream after I was done, and we're gonna get into that. But I think it's taken us 4 years to figure out codes. But I will say I don't have any strikes or a warning, and I wanted to show why that is. Hold on, let me get my. So I had to take a little test. I just want you guys to know. I needed to get. Let me get that out of here. I had to take a test to make sure that a warning would get removed, and I took screenshots of the test by YouTube, and I figured this would be a good just for everybody to know what they gotta, just because I was wrong during this pandemic, obviously. Let's see, show in folder. Here's some test questions that were given to me. Hold on, this is really funny. Show in folder. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. No, where'd it go? Bear with us, folks. Thanks for thanks for showing that. I guess I could just put it over here on this screen. Okay, why don't I just do that? Because this is what's on the, what's happening. Oh, or is it not? Oh, never mind. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Well, maybe it's not meant to be here. Bear with me. I just wanted to show these questions. Where is this? All right. Tall and tan and young and so. Oh, by the way, that music was my friend's aunt. Aunt Janet. She does beautiful music. She plays at the mall in Minnesota. So, All right, here we go. All right, here's question number 1.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Here we go.
yeah.
Question number 1 is, and you're kind of in the way there, so let me make this a little bit. All right. A creator uploads a video in which they claim they researched vaccines online and are now convinced that vaccines cause cancer. That's obviously wrong. Hey, Green Chili Bear, thank you for the tip. Much love to you, man. So is it a violation? Yes, it is. That's an example of that violates our policy. We do not allow content that claims that vaccines cause chronic side effects like cancer outside of rare effects that are recognized by health authorities. All right. And let's see what else we got. We got question number 2. And that's
So hold on, just to clarify, you had to take this as a quiz.
This was they weren't gonna like let me have the strike removed unless I did my homework.
Oh, like a little training. I see. Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, we gotta be safe.
But
I was wrong for 4 years. I mean, I paid the price. I love the YouTubes. Here we go. Here's number 2. Number 2 here. What do we got? It says some guy named Mehmet uploads a video in which he claims the COVID. I mean, I should be able to say this, right? I'm just doing society a favor.
Yeah, I would. You can come up with a word or something. But I was going to say, are we going to get in trouble just for reading back their quiz?
That would be funny, but here's the thing.
be
I don't
really
have a warning, so even if I did, I still would be able to stream next week, and it would just be a warning. This is the last stream I'm talking about this, so it's kind of like, it's okay.
It's over after this.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore until next year's anniversary.
You should be able to say just like the words like that
Yeah,
are on
I
the
should be
screen,
able
though.
to,
I mean,
but
that's
I
their
mean,
own
I
regulation.
said that about everything. I had a valid reason. So yeah, Metman uploads a video in which he calls the spamdemic a hoax. He claims that nobody has actually died from the spasmona, and that people have only died from panic attacks because they believed the fabricated hype from the world government leaders, quote unquote. Not my opinion. Is that a violation? And I hit yes, and it says correct. And I'm pretty sure all of these were yes. You guys want to see the next ones? They get a little bit more real here.
Yeah, go.
All right. Number 3. Number 3 is, I wish I probably should have had this all ready to go, but oh god. All right, number 3.
Is this like a re-education quiz? Is that really what this is?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a reverse quiz to re-educate your mind. Like this is
That's
going
right.
to work. Like this is going to work on somebody that actually has the opinion as such, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will re-educate them.
Oh, all right. So thank you, KRS 0, was it? I just
Crazy
heard
Doug.
it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have it on text to my phone or to my ears now, so I don't miss it. Pretty exciting. All right, let's see here. So I'm at 66% of my goal. Okay, number 3. Tammy posts a video after getting the influenza vaccine. She shares that she became permanently paralyzed after receiving her seasonal influenza shot. In the video, she warns others not to get the influenza vaccine because, and this is not me, this is some random Tammy, you're all going to suffer the same way I did. Is that a violation? And of course it is.
I don't understand how this one's a violation just because she's
It's a
sharing her
violation,
experience.
Emily.
But which part is the violation?
It says right here, content that poses a serious risk of egregious harm by spreading medical misinformation about currently administered vaccines that are approved and confirmed to be safe and effective by local health authorities and the World Health Organization isn't allowed on YouTube. For example, we don't allow the content that follows the following misinformation or makes the claims that the vaccines cause chronic side effects outside of rare side effects. So there we go.
So you
The next
can't
one-
share your experience that happened to you personally on this one topic.
No, because she's saying that everybody else is going to have her experience. You're not allowed to
I
say
see.
that.
I
So,
see.
yeah.
She's assuming for everybody, and that's not okay.
Yeah, yeah. You can't say that. You can't make claims. Like, the real
Right.
thing that really screwed us up, I think, was that we didn't use the word allegedly enough and in my
Right.
opinion
Right.
enough.
Or in my experience.
in
personally.
my opinion. That might have saved
Right.
us. Who knows?
That could have been a super word, really. You know, I tend to use allegedly a lot just to kind of get myself out of that kind of trouble.
I don't. I'm like, I know everything. This is the way it is. Allegedly, my ass.
What's going on?
I think this is kind of a racist thing. This is Pablo uploads a video in which he criticizes a university's requirement that all incoming students be vaccinated against certain diseases like polio or measles or mumps or rubella. In this video, Pablo says that these vaccines don't work because they don't reduce the number of people who get diseases. Stupid Pablo had it wrong. And yes, of course, that's a violation. So just so you guys know, if you guys do ever take this test and don't feel like studying as hard as I did, most likely yes will probably be the answer, but I don't know if I should be saying that. That's just in my opinion and allegedly. All right, let's see what else we got.
Allegedly.
All right, let's see. Marco. Let's check this one out. All right. Marco. All right, Marco is a popular creator who let me get that out of there. Marco is a popular creator who shares content about healthy cooking. He uploads a video titled New Diet to Eliminate Cancer. He shares the several vegetarian and vegan recipes that he says are guaranteed to cure cancer. Is it a violation? Now, I know. What do you think?
Yeah, that's that's a tough one, really. It's a little twisty there, right? Because like, clearly he's, you know,
I purposely
promoting
didn't put the
healthy
answer on
food,
this
I
because I thought we'd talk about it because this one was.
that one's twisted up. That one's twisted up.
Let's
A
see what
little
the
twisted up.
audience
Like, I don't know what
think.
to make of that.
Is it? Let's see.
Yeah, let's get.
What do you guys
chat,
think in
what
the
do you think?
audience?
Like what?
Let's give it a
I mean,
little
he can
bit of time.
have his opinion on what's healthy food, right? He can definitely be like, look, this is healthy food.
Well, he says
Guaranteeing that it
guaranteed to cure
Guaranteed
cures
cancer.
cancer, yeah.
And
That's the
cure.
word that's just, you know, that's just why use that word anyway? That's just, even the writer of this quiz is like thinking about the word spell there, right? So
Yeah, Doug says you can't
I mean,
guarantee it.
it's-
Yeah.
can't guarantee it. It's like, yeah, that's probably, yes, it's a violation. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, let's check it out. All right. Where did I put this thing? Well, yeah, the answer is yes. It's a violation. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
All right. Yep. It is. There is one here. Let's see. Oh. Number 6.
But I don't even remember like a creator like guaranteeing to cure cancer. They're always pretty careful about, you know, we know these are antioxidants or they're this and that. They don't ever say guaranteed.
The only guarantee I saw.
We never said it.
The only guarantee that I could say that I know of during the pandemic was that the vaccines are safe and effective. So I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say that.
And that was that guaranteed safe and effective?
Well, sure. Otherwise, why
you
would
ever say
they? Why would it be so mandatory? I mean, obviously,
It's an-
if it wasn't guaranteed, then
it would be so.
that would be negligence on.
It would be supposed.
You know.
If they,
I
if they
think,
deem,
allegedly.
if they deem it or safe and effective, if they deem it, then that would just assume guaranteed. Yeah.
Well, plus the president
Allegedly.
said so.
I mean,
The president
Allegedly.
said so, and he can't lie because he's the president.
Right. He can't. So
Right.
here's another one. Here's number 6. In a video, Frederick says the humanity supports vaccines, but has concerns about the organizations that own COVID-19 vaccine patents. Frederick says that he's sure the Smovid vaccine is part of a depopulation agenda and will kill everyone who gets it. That's what he allegedly says. And I actually got this wrong because it says select all the correct answers, and I aired on the side of caution and said, and clicked the top 2. This video violates the policy because Frederick is criticizing the organizations that own vaccine patents. I thought for sure that they had immunity, but apparently that's okay. It's a violation only because the video violates the policy because he's claiming that an approved vaccine will kill people as a means of population reduction. He was allegedly wrong, and I agree. And the last one. So you don't have to get them all right. I think you can miss one or two. This one was the most bizarre. All right, here. There it goes. All right. Bam. Oh, I did put it right here. All right, and it says, number 7, in a video titled 5 Most Effective Abortion Methods, Surge provides recipes and instructions on 5 homemade tests and juices that pregnant women should consume for at-home abortions. At the time of the video, Surge states these are not foolproof and they may not work. Yeah. Is that a violation? Yep. The video violates the policy because Surge provides unsafe DIY abortion instructions. But even though they say it might not work, so...
Yeah, he had kind of an out, like a sort of a disclaimer phrase there at the very end.
Still violation.
Yeah, because, you never know. Like a 14-year-old would read it and perhaps try one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they could have an argument there on that. I don't know, man. This whole thing is still twisted up. It just feels like, word spells backwards. But
yeah, isn't that weird?
I mean, like, what's to stop anybody from like just figuring out how to do an abortion on themselves anyway? So, like, whatever.
I know policy. We all own coat hangers.
It's so weird.
Yeah, weird as fuck.
It's really weird, right? All right. Well, Speaking of weird, it was a weird 4 years, and I thought maybe my imagination was like exaggerating, but no, we're going to take a little stroll down memory lane.
No, good old memory lane. I like that.
Right. Happy Ronaversary. So I put together like a little collage of clips. We can like kind of go through and kind of talk and reminisce. But so start off here with the Ronaversary. So
what is that, Alex?
What do you got?
Oh, this is Dr. Clown's old-fashioned Rona remedy.
Oh, it's a pill.
There's nothing in there.
Oh yeah, Dr. Clown. He's great.
Media Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Media Bear, yeah.
Media Bear.
I have so much of this swag. I mean, we must have lived in an alternate universe.
Dude, Media Bear gave me some stones from the Georgia Guidestones when I at Flattoberfest. He gave me a little.
You actually got a sample?
A little sample, yeah. Very
That's
exciting.
cool. It's kind of like the moon rocks that were wood. Only
exactly.
That's actually from that.
Yeah, except mine were actually from the place that it was claimed to be from.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you think, right? But it was like, yeah, but you got it before they tore it down, so that's kind of cool. It might be worth like something,
right,
in a couple of years, on eBay or somewhere. Whoever uses eBay anymore, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Now,
oh man, don't you just miss Rona? I just miss Rona so much.
I do. I miss it all.
All the memories, just
all the memories
of Rona.
People really just moved on though, like it never happened. Like
it never even was there. Like it never even was there. I thought the biggest FU of the whole thing, I'll still remember this, the biggest irony of the whole thing was combining the BLM thing, I can't breathe, with the mask and putting it on top of
Wasn't
the
that
mask.
genius? God, that was brilliant.
I laughed so hard, and I was like, that was perfect irony. And I was like,
it was right when everybody was like, that's it, we're done. This is it, we're done. And then they just threw white guilt at us, like right off the bat, like just, oh yeah, here's some white guilt to shut you the fuck up. And it works so good. A month later, you're seeing videos of like old white liberals like literally like bowing down to like their black neighbors, like, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I like, you get me started on the dancing nurses. Like, I don't even know what the dancing nurses are now, but like when you bring those up to people these days, I was like, remember when we were really deep into that problem that we had 4 years ago and people just had time to do these dance videos? And I don't know if it connects the dots or like, whatever. But to me, my first impression was, dude, we are getting humiliated. We're getting served a shit sandwich by the very thing that's doing the thing, right? And I'm like, oh, now they're going to dance too.
I think the powers that be knew, like, they were just like, it was for us. They were like, they just did things just to like get us riled up, and it worked. I took the bait. I don't feel like I was just reacting the entire time. I was just like, it was like a dangling carrot. I'm like, what?
Oh man, like especially at the beginning. I remember that first March when all of us had already kind of been talking to each other, through the YouTubers and everything else, and like we started getting on streams. I remember late March, early April, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is this thing that's happening?"
Yeah,
because we'd had a little experience with psyops in the past, and we'd gone through a few others to kind of see how it unfolds, and we're like, "This feels like the same thing. It's the same script, right?"
Right.
And I like walked out, and I'll never forget it. Like that was that first week they started releasing all the propaganda from like China and everything else. They had these fucking stickers down in the subway, standing 6 feet apart, down within the first week of March.
I remember.
I was like, you don't get that done. Yeah. I mean, you got to print these things out. You got to run to every subway station all the way across New York City, and they had these things down first week of March. I'm like, you guys are getting off script. You're a little too soon on this. You're a little too quick on your walk step thing, right? And I'm like, oh boy. I knew we were in for a ride. Anyway, that's
yeah, no, dude. I remember like the first week I saw it everywhere in the world, and I'm like, there was an island that it took me 3 days to get to in Thailand. It was like very small, maybe the size of like a small city called Koh Tao. And I'm like, so I looked it up, and they got shit all over that island, and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Unless it was already there. There was a VW commercial that happened in the middle of March where it had the V and the W going away from each other to symbolize the stay away from each other thing. And I've been in advertising way, way back in my life. And like, it takes a month or two to produce these commercials, and they just can't pop them off like overnight. They've got actors to pay and they've got to do the whole thing or whatever. And I was like, damn, that was really quick to be on this metaphorical thematic thing of like, standing apart from each other or whatever. It was really weird how quickly it unfolded. And then of course we all dug in like the next year and a half, 2 years, we went back to that lockstep document. We're like, the only way this kind of stuff works is if everybody's on board and it all gets released at the same time. And then it must be true, right? That's pretty much it. But then when you figured out that like there's only 4 or 5 companies that own every single mainstream media service across the realm, then you're like, well, it wouldn't be that hard actually at all.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I
know. We all remember.
Rona. I just miss Rona.
I know. I miss it too because it was just so stupid. I mean, everything is so stupid, but when they made it so obvious, so it was so much more fun and it was just more validating to be like, you see now how dumb it is. Like before, they can hide behind like how good they are, but like this was like right there. It was just like, come on, people, and they're like, no, just
a virtue signaling nightmare. It was like the manipulation of the virtue signal. It was so complete. And I was like, everybody's virtue signaling all over the place. I'm like, you guys are just feeding into this virtue signaling tornado. And like, if you virtue signal your way off of a cliff, you're still jumping off of a cliff with a lot of people, and like, and I remember like I put one post up right in the middle of March 2020, and I got so much blowback.
Oh yeah.
Turned into a bloodbath, right? And I was like, oh, it's Stockholm syndrome.
It sucks because everybody you knew was like, only flat earthers didn't fall for it. It was so maddening, and I wanted to say something so bad on the Facebook, but like you knew like it was like a checkmate. Like there was no way there would be enough support. Like it would just be like, oh really? I thought you were a good person, Crumb. You're one of those selfish grandma killing. Like I didn't know that. Like it was that. Like oh, what's the fucking point? All right, so happy Ronaversary.
Yeah, happy Rona,
Hello,
everybody
fellow
out there in
lab
internet
rats,
land.
And happy Ronaversary.
Oh, yeah, that's girl.
To celebrate this day, I got you all a big, beautiful bouquet of bullshit. I encourage you to take that bullshit and smear it on every page of your 2020 calendar. Then what I want you to do is take your 2021 calendar and go ahead and smear some bullshit all over that too. Because we all know what the rest of 2021 is gonna look like. I mean, at this time last year, we were all in this together, and now we're literally reestablishing Jim Crow laws. And I'm not even being facetious. I'm actually seeing people champion the idea of vaccinated-only dining hours and completely anti-vaxxer-free establishments.
Patrick, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
This is great.
Yes, we're open.
Hi, this is Patrick. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good. I was just wondering, I'm looking to rent out your like entire place for like an after party for my band Patrick and the Hot Dog Boys. But I was just wondering, do you have to have a vaccination card to get in?
Yeah, we do, unfortunately.
You do, okay. And what
anywhere in San Francisco right now.
Oh, okay. Do I have to have boosters too, or just a regular generic vax?
It's gonna depend. The word is that the city will require bars to do the booster starting February 1st. Currently, there isn't a requirement, but the Independent Bar Association is weighing one. So as of today, no. As of next week, maybe.
Okay. Thank you for your detailed response. And what is your hot dog policy?
Hot dog?
That was a fun little extra.
Can I bring them for my party?
Yeah. If you're running a space out, I'm sure you could. We actually
this guy was down for this.
The bacon wrapped hot dogs. We actually we have a guy that sets up in front of our place Friday night selling those.
That sounds amazing. I don't even need to bring mine. Thank you so much for that information.
Sure thing. Just the email on our website is a good one to use. So just email that if you want more details.
This guy was nervous. I think he thought he was on like the air or something.
You've been more than helpful. I really appreciate you. You have a blessed evening.
Sure thing. You too.
Thank you. Bye bye.
More and more of America is returning to this new normal, right?
This is great.
In fact, all but 2 states are reopened to.
All right, so real quick for the context, this is right before the Black Floyd movement happened. Or George Floyd thing happened. So this was this is right when everybody was just kind of like, this is gonna be done. This is the news. Late May, 2020. This is great.
Agree. It's a big milestone as the 3 big automakers are all planning to reopen factories with beefed up security and safety protocols in place today. But what reopening looks like largely depends on where you live and on learning a new set of rules to keep people safe. So we're going to take you around on a little trip here. This is Wyoming. Welcome to the strip club. It's reopening with a mask on, clothes off party.
Wowzers. Wow.
Can you believe that?
Mask on, clothes off. Mask on, closed off. All right.
Mask on, clothes off. This was when it started. This is when I feel like they knew they were losing it. They needed to take out the big guns.
Next up,
go drive past a family member's house first.
We're going to Maryland, guys.
Remember this?
I love this. A bar unveiled this solution to help patrons keep their distance.
I'm sorry.
But not their dignity.
No. Inner tube.
This is what people were fucking doing. Not that long ago.
Okay,
They look like those walkers for babies.
Finally, we're gonna head over there. A county executive was left this is a red face after giving directions on new rules for tennis courts. This poor woman. Take a look.
This is my favorite one.
Every player, unless they're from the same household, has to bring their own tennis balls so that you don't touch other people's tennis balls with your hands. You can kick their balls, but you can't touch them.
Yeah. This was reality, guys. This was literally how dumb it was. I thought
I'm gonna blush. Sorry. Of course, if you're playing with someone in your household, you can touch those tennis balls.
Thank you. Thank you.
To avoid confusion between whose balls are whose, you can use a marker, like a Sharpie, to mark out, to put an X or put someone's initials on it.
How nice.
Look at this guy's face. Look at this guy's face. He just knows the joke is already on. That's his follow-up.
I was looking at the security behind her, and thank God for masks, because you know they were laughing. But you know what, Lindsay? This clip just reminded me that we're human beings, and like we can laugh again. Just hearing Lindsay's laugh is making me happy. So what do you think, Lindsay?
Lindsay's laugh's the best thing in the world.
The fact that that's in the vicinity of where I'm from, like I would have been just.
They weren't laughing a year later when they were like, "No, motherfucker, you were gonna. This ain't stopping."
Put these rules in place where they're putting plastic bags over people's heads that come into their restaurant or whatever.
No one took it serious enough. They thought it was just 2 weeks and gone. They didn't know what.
Trying their best to have people live their lives but still stay safe, but it's getting ridiculous.
I think it's hard to navigate, and I appreciate her just like owning up to it. That's what I would have done. So I totally get it.
That sounded like she was giving off UFC rules.
I thought
don't kick there.
No kicking there. Touch your own.
You'll lose a point.
By the way, everyone's writing in LOL tennis balls, tennis balls. We're all 7 years old, people.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Okay, let's see what the next one I put in here.
The word is
New donation from parody_bear, and that's the grooming that we deliver to little kids and expect them not to know what a transsexual's. Neil deGrasse says, of course they gonna know what space travel is by the time they hit 4th grade. They got the NASA channel, don't they?
Oh
Fine.
yeah. Thank you, Parody Bear. That was Parody Bear.
It was Eminem lyrics, right?
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, thank you, Parody Bear. And I'm pretty sure that went through on the stream, so everybody could hear that. Yeah, if you guys do super chat, it will come off. They like some random computer dude will say whatever the hell you want.
You might want to fix that, because they might give you money, but they might also say whatever they want to say. So you might want to kill that. I don't know. It's funny, but
if you guys want to be banned,
maybe it'll work the other way.
I love you. You guys are good. You guys are good, but I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe I gave them the wrong idea.
I'm all about free speech. Okay, I mean whatever. So if you guys have something to say and you want an AI robot to say it over the stream, go ahead. Just please no N-bombs with the hard R's. Okay, this is our next.
No hard R's.
No hard R's, please.
Will require bars to do the booster starting February 1st. Currently, there isn't a requirement, but the
so we have a few of these to look through.
Is weighing one. So as of today, no.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to also start showing some of the sports stuff that I did with GNN with Dave Weiss and Jaron and Alex Stein. That kept me sane during this, and it was such an honor, man. That was a lot of fun doing these sports.
Dude, all the parody stuff made me made me feel so much better. It was like some of your stuff was just like everything that we did just got us through a bunch of crap,
I know.
Right?
Oh, dude, we needed it.
I can't believe how much shit we did.
We needed it so much. Like I listened to Owen like every day because he was like the only one with like kind of celeb credit, even willing to talk about it. It was therapeutic at the time because every celebrity was just taking it. Mm-hmm. Even when it took like 2 years for somebody to like, kind of mainstream to like be like, that doesn't seem right. I don't understand. Like, really? I mean, I understand 1 year, but 2 years.
When Stephen Colbert did that needle dance on his show that one night, that was it. Mm-hmm. I just fired everybody that I used to think was funny. That was it. That was just over, done. And that's all we had is we had these things. You guys were creating all this crazy ass stuff. There's a bunch of people out there doing parodies, and like, yeah, you're right. It really, really made it a lot easier to get through. So props to you, buddy.
Thank you. Well, thanks
for
the community to like encourage it because it sparked a fire under my butt where like I was gonna do it no matter what. So like having people that appreciated it really made it worthwhile. So yeah, when I got asked, I kind of demanded to Jaron that I'd be the sports guy. When he was and he had this idea, I hit him up. I'm like, I want to be a sports guy because I am the worst. I know nothing about sports. I don't watch sports. I don't know how to play sports. I'm terrible at sports. So I thought I'd be perfect at this. So these are some of like the longer ribbon ones. The NBA and NFL is at the start of what could be an amazing season. I say could If these selfish, stupid players stop being divas and whining about their body and their choice, most athletes are known for their high intelligence and knowledge of global issues. That's why most had no problem rolling up their sleeve for the good of the team. And by team, I mean mankind. Yeah! But some didn't buckle without a fight. Mike Tyson says that he got it, but didn't do it willingly. Oh, trust me, Mike. This flu season, you won't regret it. Andrew Wiggins also gives into doing what is obviously right. But there are still some stupid, selfish, ignorant, air-polluting, grandma-killing sports stars that are ruining it for everyone. Lots of talk about Kyrie Irving.
Has become the face of a vocal minority of prominent NBA stars, voicing their hesitancy toward the COVID-19 vaccine. The All-Star guard, who serves as vice president of the Players Union that blocked the NBA's effort to impose a vaccine mandate, has sparked backlash from health experts and basketball
Kyrie's so
legends
based. I
for
love
refusing
Kyrie.
to get vaccinated.
Not to mention, he thinks the world is flat. The Buffalo Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley has been catching the most heat. He's been fined for not wearing a mask, refuses to get vaxxed, and says, quote, "I'd rather retire than get vaxxed." Well, sounds like your wish may come true. Recently, his fans showed them how they truly feel.
It's interesting. The wide receiver posted on Twitter that people right behind the bench yelled at him to get vaccinated. Now, here's the tweet that he posted earlier today. Only place I get booed at is at our home stadium. Then some of the same people want me to take pictures and sign autographs. I thought Bills fans were the best in the world. Where they go, if the vaccine works, then why do vax people need to be protected from unvax? Well, to be clear, we know what the science says, and we know what health experts tell us.
We sure do. It's not safe to go inside sporting events.
I'm not even going that far.
But couldn't that break up a team?
Listen, I'm not even going that far, Alan.
All right.
What I'm saying is, if a guy like Cole Beasley ends up being the outbreak player and he makes us miss a game, not miss a game check, I am going to punch him in the face. Right? Do you understand what I'm telling you? I do. I have a more. If you are a player not vaccinated, and especially if we figure out you were out hanging out, you did something wrong, you didn't have protocol, like when Gobert rubbed the mic and it was all fun and games, I am going to punch you in the face repeatedly, and I want a check from you to replace the money that I lost because you were being reckless.
Isn't this ridiculous? Like, I mean,
what a mean guy. What a mean guy.
The people that were like
mean.
eating this, like
they
thought people were so selfish for having an opinion that, like, this guy is just like on autopilot. Like, oh my, I swear to God, if you're gonna do that, like the guy. I mean, who's laughing now? All right, let's see how reckless he has been in our reckless breakdown.
Cole Beasley.
I love this.
Out of bounds around the 10.
All right, as you can see, there's Beasley, and his COVID breath is going in all directions here. Over by the stands. Break it down again. Beasley again. Got a COVID bug here. You got a COVID bug there. Okay. They're everywhere, folks. Oh, man. All right, let's try to watch the game.
Screen. Pressure coming.
And you can barely.
Oh my God! There's COVID breath everywhere.
Oh God! I mean, you can barely even watch the game. There's so much COVID everywhere because of this guy. It's out of control. I mean, what are we gonna do, folks? All right. Well, that's sports. Back to you guys, Norm, Alex, and Baller Dave. Sports. Isn't that fun? I was so fun. See, that's why I miss the lockdowns. It got a fire into my butt.
A lot of good content. Every day there was something new and stupid to make fun of.
Oh, I know. It was all you had to do was like come up with a subject and write like mandates or something in the Google search or COVID and this like schools COVID and then Google search and it's something hilarious. It was so funny.
You remember when Howard Stern, who I used to laugh with Howard Stern for so many years, and then he went out on his rant and was like, you should just be I don't know if he said killed or whatever, but you should just be something about people that didn't take the vaccine. We should just die in a hole or something. I'm paraphrasing there. Now and then I think he took his 7th one and he actually got it. Like I guess it was like a couple months ago or something. That guy, I mean, he's fired to me now. There's no more Howard Stern for me. It's too bad.
I know.
Fired.
I know. That's another thing. It's like because they were dead to me, I assume that like me having the opposite view, I'm dead to a lot of people that I know, you know?
Sure.
Just by that,
sure, but it's like
I know that that's probably not true, but I definitely projected that onto them, you know? Damn, this chat is moving fast. All right. Oh, wow. I can't even read it that fast.
More people who are.
All right. Well, let's keep moving. Oh no, I guess it wasn't
That are
moving
against it,
fast. It was
important.
just catching up. Thanks, by the way, everybody, for the super chats. What up, everybody? I haven't said hi to everybody yet. Rose, what's up? Andrew, David, Sarah, David, Jonathan, welcome back. Green Chili Bear, Shifty Eye Shady. Who am I missing? Scotty. And look at this. Ko-Fi bot. Thanks for going to work there, Doug. Everybody else that I'm missing. All right, let's hear the next restaurant that we called. This was really fun, by the way.
Do y'all have to have a vaccination card to come to your?
You fit in? You do.
You do. And
Yeah.
do you have any live music going on this week?
We normally play music every day. And on the weekends, the same thing with a DJ. But we do need a vax card with an ID to come in.
Now, does the DJ also have a vax card, or is he up
That's a
there
good
just
question.
breathing on everybody?
11th to check on double vaccinated staff to make sure our staff.
Oh yeah, so this was something I found. So I really just had a lot of stuff on my computer. So basically, I just kind of put stuff together because everything I thought was ridiculous. This is maddening.
Have their vaccine passports and making sure they're following the proper procedure. And they found that we were all above board. So here we are, the 12th to the 11th, the next day. It's about 10:15. And as we can see through the back door, a gentleman walks in with a white shirt, black jeans, and walks out the front door, unmasked. About 2 to 3 minutes later, the gentleman and a lady approach our door. One of our young staff approaches them and says, "Hi, welcome to Richet's." She also asked them to scan in and to show the vaccination passport and to also walk through our temperature control gauge. And at that point, they flashed a police badge to say, "No, we're here to check on the vaccination passport." I don't know why it was so dramatic, why they had to get in the way of customers, and why they had to approach the staff in the way they did, why they had to pretend they were customers and then say they were police. Me watching the video for the first time, my chest tightened up. Their staff had come in, they're already under tremendous amount of pressure to be checking vaccination passports, people are scanning in, and to follow the Richet's procedure. It's tough. As you can see in the back in the CCTV, there's other customers who are probably heading to the food court where they don't need to be checked. And the restaurants to the right and left, there's about 5 or 6 of them were not checked. So at this point, there's 4 staff who are in the front of house and the restaurant is empty. And at this time, you could see the panic in the staff. You could see them just walking around and they know there's a police officer there. Their heart rate is going through the roof. They're going, what are we doing wrong? And we have extra people on. So you could see the labour for an empty restaurant, which is costing us over $150,000 a week as an organisation to be mandating the government regulation. Meanwhile, I want to state that you could go into a massive shopping centre, into a massive supermarket, whatever it is, and you need to provide nothing. How is that fair?
Well, that didn't.
You can see the girl in the black
This is
shirt.
before
She's
that.
trying to work out and trying to find all the policies and regulations that we follow, that we've printed as an office for them. She's trying to show everything. She's in a full panic situation, and I've spoken to the girl since. I can tell you her mental health is not in a good way.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I had a hard time with it, because just being out in public, I personally could feel like the anxiety from people. Like, it's exhausting. Just everybody's scared. They're all afraid of, like, you know, they want to follow the rules, and so they either double down on it or they, rebel. And most people kind of just didn't want to like stick out, and just
there were in
panicking.
New York City where there were a couple different phases of it, right? You had the militant ones who would actually come up, walk to you, and like, put a mask on, put it when you're on the subway. And I was like, no, and no. And I just kept saying, there's the other people that would just look at you with a glare, like, you should have your mask on, yeah. But it goes back to that whole
all
thing.
that shit.
Like,
You could feel all the unspoken words. Like, I don't know if everybody
yeah,
does that, but like, I feel it. Like, I have to
palpable.
stay home and fucking take a nap because of all that bullshit. I could feel that shit, and it's exhausting. I mean, I don't know how. We had it fucking good, to be honest. Like, it wasn't that bad for us. because I was able to bitch about it and from home getting
well,
free checks.
what happened was we sat in front of our YouTube streams with all of our friends all over the country, and just that's the way we dealt with it, because it was like, I don't want to go out and have
So the reason I put
hyper.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Keep
no.
going.
Sorry, I'm just gonna
Let it go.
this. I should have done that earlier. Okay.
So who was that guy in the video?
I don't know. This is just okay. Basically, I just kind of went through my computer and I just kind of put together everything I kind of could think of that I downloaded, and that was one. I just thought it was just ridiculous that they had undercover cops trying to bust people for not showing it. I mean, like, that was the reality. It's one thing to like enforce it, but to have like to go to that extreme,
The store that I was working at during the pandemic, we had people come in from the city of Santa Monica, and there were twice. One of the times I was there, because I didn't really reinforce it. I obviously didn't feel like it or want to or care.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely got busted twice and threatened with a fine because there were people without masks.
Yeah, that's just
like they had to line up outside, and we could only say let 8 in for the square footage, and if they counted 9, we got fined $500.
Oh my God, it's bringing me back. It's triggering me already. I don't mind it because I'm celebrating the Ronaversary. It's still triggering me, right? I'm back in that spot
I want to
again,
go back. I want to go back. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to go back and
man.
bitch about it. So I want to go back and say I want it to go away. I don't know. It was fun.
It was so retarded. It was the most
so
retarded thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
I missed it. And if you got 3 masks and 2 boosters, you might be able to go feed the ducks. But if
moving
was
people
great.
out of a restaurant to sit in another tent that's an enclosed thing, just like the restaurant is outside, because that's safer.
Yeah.
I was just like, what kind of level of retardation are we dealing with here?
Or like wearing the mask until you sit down.
The thing,
wearing the mask.
the thing, it goes away. It goes away after 9 o'clock at night. Or wait, no, it starts up at 9 o'clock at night. But before 9 o'clock at night, you're okay to go out there. But then the virus comes after 9 o'clock.
That's when it comes, y'all. That's right.
Those viruses are nocturnal or whatever it is. I'm just like retarded.
I know. And what was? Well, this is all allegedly. Everything we're saying is what we think. By the way, I don't know.
Allegedly.
Viruses might come out at night. I don't know. Allegedly.
Just my opinion.
Yeah. Here's some more sports. Are you ready for some football? Yeah, badass. These guys are badass. They get hurt. They're not afraid of any danger. Look at that. This is what football is all about. Yeah. Football is by far the most dangerous and unsafe sport on the spinning planet here, but recently NFL finally stepped up their safety measures to ensure the well-being and care of their players, faculty, and fans. New COVID mandates are being gloriously ushered in, and in this reporter's opinion, it's about time. All right, we got a letter, August 25th, 2021. Isaiah McKenzie caught without a mask multiple times. What? Monster. Saying $14,000 fine. It's the least, in this guy's opinion. How can you do this? Right, it was Tom so ridiculous. Peliseno of the NFL, I believe, says that players that are unvaccinated may not attend. I really should have not just gone with the first take, but like I didn't have that much time, and like I had to send it over to Jaron like by like noon on Thursday, and I would be up like all night like putting this together. So it's all right. On indoor nightclubs, unless players are wearing a mask, and there are more than 10 people in the club. Other than to pick up food, attend a house gathering of more than 15 people without the player and the guests wearing masks, attend, or at an indoor music festival or concert event. Attend a professional sporting event. Hold on a second. What did I say? So you can use, these are some of the rules. No capacity limits, 15-player limit, may use sauna, may not use sauna steam room. Like if you are vaccinated, you can use the sauna. If you're not, you can't. If you are vaccinated, you had no restrictions on social media marketing sponsorship opportunities. And you were not allowed to have any social media marketing sponsorship activities. You weren't allowed to be on your social. My cat just knocked something over. social media at all if you were unvaccinated. You weren't allowed to leave the hotel or eat in a restaurant. You weren't allowed to interact with anybody outside of the team, traveling, party during the team travel. So they made it, pretty. Staff must grab and go. No meals in the cafeteria. I mean,
yeah, NFL. Unless they're
ridiculous.
seated
in
a separate area.
This is
section
totally
wearing a
triggering me
mask,
again.
and there are no more than 10 people in that separate seating section. So I don't think we're going to be seeing much of this anymore.
Ooh. Oh, we lost Alex.
Oh, we also have some tracing
Right, the
technology
tracking
that we are going to implement.
Yeah, they were doing the tracking thing.
You can get fined for not wearing a tracking device.
Using technology to
Allegedly.
modernize contact tracing to prevent the spread. Players and personnel are divided into tiers to prevent contact.
Oh, what happened to
Here we go.
Alex?
We have 2 people here sitting too close, and alarms will go off if it's in their tiers.
I'd be
Long
so pissed.
overdue,
That was so
in
that
my
was so
opinion.
maddening.
All right. It's not just the players, folks. It's also the personnel, staff, the media. They all gotta be vaccinated. But what about all the fans, you ask? What about the fans? With all their poison breath selfishly waiting to invade
This
your
might have been a
immune
backup
system?
take. I
Well,
don't remember. I don't know if this is the one I actually
Buffalo
lived with.
Bills. First to
think
require
this is the
fans to
original.
get
Yeah, this is like a-
vaccinated if you want to see them. Mark Paul Alonso cars. If you don't get vaccinated,
This was
it
the first
doesn't
draft
give you the
for
right
sure.
to go to a football game.
I should.
Obviously. If you want to get out of the game, get vaccinated. But what about all these games that might get canceled with these new rules?
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell outlined what this season might look like in a memo to teams on Thursday. In it saying, quote, if a game can't be rescheduled and is canceled due to a COVID outbreak among non-vaccinated players on one of the competing teams, the team with the outbreak will forfeit. That means both teams lose game checks. That's a big deal for these players.
Jesus.
But the commissioner also says if there is a virus outbreak among vaccinated individuals, the league will, quote, attempt to minimize the competitive and economic burden on both participating teams.
Seems like a no-brainer. I just don't want to see this anymore.
I don't know where I was going with this. I feel like I've gotten better, right? Yeah. This was fun though.
Now imagine if those players had to have COVID on top of that.
That would have been really deadly.
That would be a tragedy.
Stupid.
All right, back to you guys.
All right. All right. Let's take a quick break. I'm gonna bring Lowry back in. I don't know what happened to him here. You having fun, Emily? Isn't this fun? Like old times? Oh yeah. Remember when we went to the bar? We wanted to do trivia, and there's a bar like right walking distance, and we walked there, and they're like, "Do you have your are you guys vaccinated?" And I said, "Isn't everybody?" And that wasn't enough. They wanted to see it, so we weren't allowed to go there. So we had to get in the car and drive like an hour and a half to Newport Beach. But it was fun.
You tried the bracelet too.
Yeah, I had like a bracelet that said I was vaccinated, and I refused to get the fake one. I just felt like it would be. It didn't feel right, you know. All right, let's. We'll be right back. Let me just go ahead and get. experiencing signs of discomfort or irritability while watching NASA and space news? Have you noticed your sense of reality becoming more and more blatantly and obviously shattered? Do you find your cognitive dissonance increasing more and more as you live life post-pandemic? Are you struggling to maintain relationships with friends, colleagues, and loved ones? Well, now there's Flatterall. Flatterall has been tested and proven to help aid in the awakening of the collective consciousness. Flatterall can help you decipher the truth from the lies that we were all taught. Flatterall can help cure symptoms of chronic appealing to authority, systemic brainwashing, excessive need for conformity, NASA fanboy syndrome, delusional belief of the moon landing, and diarrhea. Talk to your doctor today and see if waking the f*** up is right for you. Side effects may include losing your family, losing your job, losing your mind, questioning your sanity, questioning your gullibility, questioning literally everything in your life, and diarrhea.
Hey.
Gotta get that Flatterall, folks. All right, I think we're back. Looks good. Welcome back. For some reason, whenever we talk about this stuff, like there's just technical difficulties. I don't know. Is it a coincidence? I haven't had any problems when I've been a good boy. All right, so let's watch one more of these.
Be all close tonight, please.
Tonight we close regular hours till 2 o'clock a.m.
Okay. And do you have some live music going?
We don't have live music. It's just regular music, radio on the speakers.
Okay. And do you require a vaccination card to come?
Yeah, we require 21 and over and a valid ID and a vax card.
Yeah, I love how he throw that in there, like a valid ID. Like he didn't want to say it. He was going out of his way. He's like, yeah, we require an ID. Yeah, we know you're gonna require a fucking ID. Right. Yeah. And then he goes, I forget which one this is.
All right, welcome to sports.
Remember that jacket? This was like my grandma's jacket.
Great, dude.
This is a grandma jacket that was like small that I found.
Found
Like,
it in the closet and made it work.
Where did you get that?
I know. It's literally a 5-foot grandma.
We had to cut the back of it.
Mhm.
So that
Yeah,
it would
we had to
fit
cut the
him,
back.
But I made it so.
Did it have a split?
Uh-huh.
It had a split in the back?
It looked really good. I think I still have it, but I'm 20 pounds heavier now, so I don't know. I have to try it out.
I just gotta go on a
Along the board, you can see him. Jackie's bracing for the hit.
Game delaying 25
Oh.
fake COVID vaccine card, the latest in a string of headlines for NHL star Evander Kane, who plays for the San Jose Sharks.
Now, the league said Kane won't be eligible to play until November 30th.
The majority of its players are vaccinated.
And now he put everybody's lives at risk.
But if proven to be true, this would be against not just the league's policies, but of course against the law.
Yet he's getting off easy with just a slap on the wrist. I hope he goes away for a long time.
Punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
At least for
manslaughter.
Yeah.
Kane will forfeit about $1.68 million of his $7 million salary for the season. The money will go to the player's emergency assistance fund.
At the very least, attempted manslaughter.
Easy.
All right, moving on. NASCAR driver Brandon Brown has become America's favorite sweetheart.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, let's go, Brandon.
Packed stadiums across the country can't stop cheering for this guy.
That's a fun moment.
And the whole nation has been going crazy ever since. They love this guy. Let's go, Brandon. He must feel really popular now. Some far-right 8chan conspiracy theorists actually believe they're saying something vulgar about the president and not about Brandon Brown. But I don't know what they're talking about. It sounds clear as day to me. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
The left really didn't have anything to say about this. They just kind of let it happen.
Yeah,
Let's go, Brandon.
They just ignored
Let's
it.
go, Brandon.
It was too
Sure,
fun.
there's no way they could be chanting anything bad about our president. He was by far the most popular president of all time. He even says so himself.
81 million Americans voted for me.
the largest number
81
of votes
million.
in American history. Clear majority.
So my mom thinks that
Let's go Biden. I think I heard that.
Let's go Biden.
All right, and that's sports. I'm Chris Crum. Back to you guys.
Oh, it was fun. Oh, by the way, so we do have a song that you're singing on a video debut. By the way,
No, you
an
don't.
Alex Lowry parody of "Power of Love" coming up, "Power of the Masks." I'm really excited to show everybody this. You did a great job on it, and the video's not done, but I'm going to show what I got coming up here shortly.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
I forgot that I even did that. That's how much stuff we did in the last 4 years. I forgot it. I was like,
I
oh,
knew I was
shit,
going
we
to
did
finish
that
it
one.
eventually. So yeah, because of like how it's funny because the rules changed. It was like Back to the Future where like, how could one thing be one thing and then, 6 months later, well, you'll have to see the video. It does itself, so we're coming up on that. We're going to have a whole mask segment coming up right now, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, I'm triggered again. Are you trying to trigger me?
Yeah. Dude,
Maybe I have a trigger fetish. I have a trigger fetish.
We all do. We're in a trauma loop of getting triggered. We enjoy it. I could just turn all this shit off and like live in peace, but fuck that.
We normally close on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock, but tonight we are bought out for a private event.
Oh, okay. And on like normal days, do you require a vaccination card?
Yeah, they check Vax cards downstairs in order to get into Citizen Market, and then we're on the roof of Citizen Market.
On the roof.
Thank you for not.
All right, so this part's kind of sad. This was a video I made about all the kids and how they were feeling about it. Because this is when I started getting like really mad. Because it wasn't even funny anymore, It was like...
Oh, you have a trigger fetish, too. You have a trigger fetish.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah. But, I mean, dude, the helpless kids... If I was in high school, knowing who I am now, like... I think it would cause lifelong trauma, like to go through what they did. Like for me, I don't know how everybody else is.
And it did. It did do that. It did do that.
There are kindergartners that are terrified to leave their house because a few years ago when they were babies, they were always indoors and not allowed to go out.
Yeah.
So kindergarten teachers are having, and first grade, teachers are having to really terrible trouble with their students because they didn't leave the house for years and years, and they were taught to be afraid and stay away from everybody. The developmental issues that are coming are going to be bad.
Yeah, and Emily, Emily, it's gonna amplify over time unless it gets corrected, and somebody like I don't know. Unfortunately, a television set or an authority figure has to say, "Look, we fucked up. They didn't fuck up. It was on purpose, but like this was not. We did a wrong thing." And until they get that sort of reassurance, they're still going to believe that was reality. And It sucks for those kids, man.
And I doubt there is any healthy adult presence in their lives to do that. It's the problem, So I just worry about the kids.
No, honestly, yeah, we did some activism, and I'm going to show that after this. That was pretty fun. Trying to look in the chat here. I don't want to like leave you guys hanging. You guys are all pretty based here. What's up? Trying to see if there's any questions. Hey, what's up, John Keeley? Good to see you. Boycott all sports. Crumb let the cat out of the bag. Sure did. Died suddenly from Kung Flu.
Oh, I forgot about the Kung Flu. Yeah.
Yeah, Kung Flu.
That was awesome.
All right. Yes, Matt. Oh, yeah, Mad Libs.
There's so many things. There's so many things that we've totally forgotten about.
Andrew B says we need to bring back some Mad Libs. I know, man. We should. It was a lot of work though. It was stressful for me.
Oh my God, the Mad Libs. I totally forgot about the Mad Libs.
I felt like I was at my like cognitive peak of like what things to like multiply like I do at the same time when I was doing that. Obviously I could have like made it simple, but yeah, we'll do that soon. We'll bring it back. And Andrew, maybe you can help us out. Would you, if you're willing to maybe help host as well? Obviously, we need you as well, but we can. Yeah. The more help, the better, because anybody who knows about StreamYard and stuff. All right, so this is kind of a tearjerker, guys. But I just wanted to just show some of the content that we made during the worst disease pandemic ever.
Reaching out to the students to ask how we feel about masks, because if you did, the majority of students would say that they hate masks, and then you might second guess your decision to make us wear them.
I hate masks. I hate social distancing. I hate distant learning.
Wearing a mask all day makes me feel really tired and gives me really bad headaches.
And these masks are horrible. And one of my friends fainted because of a mask. Wow, congrats.
Thank you for teaching students that our own mental health is much less important than making triple vaccinated adults feel safe.
I have a sensory processing disorder that makes wearing a mask very problematic for my learning and concentration.
My mask also sticks to my face when it's really hot, and it makes it hard to breathe.
And you don't even know how these other kids feel. They're breathing in the same dirty air, and my cousin said they're afraid to take off the masks. Great job. You're creating public schools with fearful children. Wow. I'm so proud of you guys. Wow.
It makes me sick when I hear kids yelling at other kids to put their masks on. Or when I hear you're gonna kill everyone if you don't have your mask on.
I finished taking all of my FSAs and I had a hard time focusing with a mask on.
Essentially, masks make me feel as though insects are crawling on my face at all times, and that is a reality you are trying to force on me again every day. This disorder is recognized by my doctor, which is the reason why she wrote a recommendation that I be exempt from wearing a mask. I, of course, turned this into my school while the mask mandate did not have an opt-out option. But much to my dismay, my school, STEM School Highlands Ranch, had the power to reject that note and continue to force me to wear a mask.
I feel like I can't catch my breath, and that makes me feel claustrophobic and anxious. It's really stressful.
My friends and I even have tricks to breathe. Some of them are continuously drinking water, putting your head down and your arms on your desk so you can take your mask off, wearing a hoodie and putting the hood on and pulling the strings so tight the teachers can't see your face so you can take your mask off.
I love my school and all, but my teachers seem really stressed, and that makes me feel bad. One teacher walks around with a clipboard full of referrals for any student whose mask isn't on properly. It makes me feel scared.
And I don't think barely anybody likes masks in schools. Their children are suffocating. You don't know what it feels like, and it's nonsense. Seriously. Why would you do that? Why in the world would you do that?
Smartest girl in the room.
They pick out where I play at recess, and now they pick out who I play with, and these ridiculous zone things make no sense. They even control my breathing.
Thank you for teaching me that being a morally superior person only requires that I cover my face for 8 hours a day. And that the most morally superior people wear 2 masks or even 3 masks.
I miss seeing people's face. I miss the way things used to be. I'm scared they'll never go back to normal.
They make us wear masks outside when we're lining up. When I simply ask why, they just for safety reasons.
And God created us so we can be free people. And we're not being free here or at public schools. Okay? So I would take your masks off if I were you. And I'm not wearing a mask right now, and I never will as much as I can.
You go, girl. You go, girl.
Not being consistent,
you go, girl.
Which makes it very clear that your decision is not motivated by what will be best for your students.
And the kids got it. That's why it was so mad.
These feelings and need for control have crossed the line from annoying to illogical and borderline tyrannical.
Kids are suffocating. Kids are constantly gasping for air. My little sister's friends are always bullied fear that she needs to have her mask on. My little brother Hollis did not recognize his without his mask on.
I realize now that thinking for yourself is overrated and not really necessary when you can just make decisions based on fear.
Some of my friends take off their masks, they have red rashes on their face where the masks are.
Seems unfair and it doesn't make sense.
Within months, I could no longer see a reason to live or a purpose to my life.
A few years ago, I ran into my teacher outside of school. She didn't even recognize me because she's never seen my face before. Please make masks optional today. It would be
Never
so
seen
awesome
his
to
face.
end the school year on a really happy note like that. Thank you for your time.
Please stop this madness. Stand up for us and get rid of the constraints. Courage is contagious, so be courageous.
And George Washington made America so we could be free citizens of the United States of America. And the Statue of Liberty is for liberty and freedom.
That's so
and
cute.
we're not free. So maybe you just don't believe in George Washington or God, or like the boss of you or someone is controlling you. Stand up and take these masks off these children. Don't be afraid. And we voted.
She's a hero, man. Hero.
Okay, so please make the schools better, not worse.
I had to plug myself. Yeah, that was fun.
That's a good piece. That's a good piece. You trying to trigger me? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I
Trigger me
am. I am
again?
trying to trigger everybody.
Just because I have a trigger fetish. I have a trigger fetish, but you're just doing it on purpose now. You're really just trying to trigger me.
I know.
I see it.
It's a whole subcategory on OnlyFans. just pay girls to trigger
That's a good bit.
So this
The
is my
kids
old
know
high
better,
school.
you know? Like-
Dude, so wasn't that crazy? Some of the things that they said, like, just imagining kids, like, having to, like, figure out ways to breathe and like, to think that that's bad. You know, like, that stuff. Holy shit. I'm going to look at the chat here.
Yeah, the mask humiliation ritual was probably the nastiest thing that the controllers did over that whole thing. That was just a straight up fuck you shit sandwich to everybody out there that's just a walking, talking human being. You know, it's like, no, you're not going to take away my air passage that allows me to walk around and do things and stuff. I mean, nobody ever really thought about it that way, but it was just like, so let me guess, you're taking away my oxygen. Basically, that's what it was. We're going to take away your oxygen. You're going to live on less oxygen for, who knows, a year or 2 years, right? I'm going to try not to rant. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's true. I'm looking at the chat here. It's like brings tears to your eyes. I know. I got a little teary eyed right there, dude. I don't know. Maybe it was the Forrest Gump music.
When kids are making more sense than their hyper politicized, like, over 45 white extremely liberal, like, mom is screaming about fucking people wearing masks on the subway. Sorry, that was a little stretch there, but it's not a stretch. It's like she made a lot more sense than most of the talking heads and most of the motherfuckers out there that were just shooting all this shit off for fucking 4 years. And that little girl did.
Well, the little kid inside of us all knew what was going on. So it was nice. Like, it was like a good reminder of what is inherent in all of us. Like, we all know shit. Like, we grow up and we have to, like, gaslight ourselves into thinking, like, what is right, is something different, just so we can, like, you know, but we all know deep down. And I feel like getting older, like, a part of it for a lot of people is just abandoning what you know inherently inside of you. And so when we see these kids talk like that, like, it makes it, you know, I see myself in there, and I see how what people have to sacrifice for, like, the American dream and what they lose. And, you know, I think that's why it's so sad, you know. I'm going to bring up the mood.
But, you know, don't be sad about it. Be happy about it, because that gives you hope.
I'm happy that it's over, and I'm happy that, I mean, you know, there's a lot.
You secretly miss it. You want to go back.
I know. What I secretly want is all these little bastards back in masks so I can have something to talk about. No, no, honestly.
Easy concept.
I mean, so this is my old high school here, by the way. Like, there was this kid that just couldn't take it anymore.
I remember this one. This was
so
you went
cool.
down there and talked to this kid that was out front.
Yeah, this made, like, you know, there's news. This one kid at my old high school was like, I'm fucking done. And so I went down there, and there was all these people, like, some people I went to high school with were parents there out in front and stuff. It was cool. So
My old high school, class of 01.
We're just here to empower you and help you understand.
I just heard about this kid named Wyatt.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Mitchell. I'm a student at Wilson High School in Long Beach, California. I'm going to make you aware now that I'm going to film this.
Listen, you don't have permission to film me?
I don't need permission. I just
this kid is a legend. He's a legend. This kid's a legend.
I'm not asking for permission.
So Biden, this is a disruption.
Yeah, we can leave.
Let's go. Come on.
Sorry. I'm just didn't stay in my seat. Unless you're going to suspend me right here, I'm going to sit in my seat and finish class.
I need you to come to the office. Like, I'm directing you to come to the office.
I have the right to public education.
Stop filming me.
I don't need your permission. I just need I just need to let you know that you're.
So this video, he kind of went viral
that you're being filmed.
by this kid.
All right, so with your partner.
I have the right to a peaceful protest. I'm not affecting you. I just need to let you know that you are being filmed. I have the right to a peaceful protest. So I'm going
And
to
I
protest
imagine
the
every
mask,
high
and I'm going
school
to
was
be
just
in
like
here
this. It would have been a nightmare.
Finishing my work.
Can you imagine what that was like? I can't even imagine.
I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm doing nothing wrong, sir. You're being filmed.
Especially since like the kids today are so much more.
I'm just in the class.
I think
I'm
they're
not being
way
violent.
more like
I have no reason to be taken out of class.
reasonable. You know.
These are emergency guidelines.
But once they get towards high school, then they start getting more indoctrinated. Because you remember when we were at the school, some of the kids actually yelled at us.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they did not have kids under control when I was in high school.
The
No
older
way.
the kids were, the more indoctrinated they got by the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because the kids there were
Yeah.
like, not
Oh yeah, some of the kids were like yelling at us, like calling us,
Yes,
like,
I'm really just trying to-
like thinking that we're gonna get them
But it's
sick
under emergency
by not wearing a
use, so
mask. It
it's
was so crazy.
One of them tried to start a fight with one of the parents
But it's not
that
a
was
law.
there. Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
got
One of the
up
kids
and
tried to start a
said-
fight. Yeah.
To public education, in-person public education, and I should be offered accommodation like I am. Sitting by myself. Please call my dad. I'd like you to call my dad.
I mean, these kids just like dealt with. They were like calm for 2 years, and they're like, "That's it. Come on." You can't just.
This dude's a legend. This guy's a
He is.
legend.
This
He's
guy,
gonna be a legend.
he started wearing a mask in sophomore year. His senior year, he still's not being able to see people. Like, it's ridiculous. Imagine your entire high school not looking at anyone's face.
The developmental delays we're gonna have.
Understand this
Yeah.
isn't right.
I can't
This is
imagine.
unjust.
All for something that allegedly now has come out by the authorities
This is where
that
people's brains
is
are
the same.
developing. This is when
I'm not
people
even gonna
are
say it.
learning
We all know.
The fact that the government
We
is
know.
trying to
We
force
know.
this on us.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Anyways, I forgot how far this goes on. Let's see if I can.
Part of a group called Long Beach Parents United, and Wyatt is
Dude's
the
a legend.
son of
Legend.
one of our board members.
Is that the Instagram?
I've gotten better at editing.
Okay, good.
You guys can make your own choice. If you want to wear a mask, go right ahead. If you don't,
It's all right. And they've actually had one or two degrees in California and New York. Remember, it's all about money. They got $400 million to keep those masks on your face. That is all you are to them, is a dollar sign.
I knew that guy before.
There is no doubt in any of our minds at this point which side of history is the right side, and it's nice to see so many people here who get it. And not just for Wyatt, though, hopefully for you're making a difference for all these kids, because I would have lost my mind for 1 hour with a mask on in this school, let alone 2 years.
That's your high school, right, Crumb?
That was my high school, yeah. It was crazy, yeah.
Yeah. That was good of you.
Breaking
It was
news
good of you
at
to go
6
down there and
p.m.
get that.
As
I'm glad
COVID
you got
cases
that.
rise again, LA County is putting a mask mandate back in place just days after a judge
And now we can't
voided
travel
the
again.
mask order.
They came back.
In the Northeast, that is reinstating masks.
Okay,
And a lot
here's-
of people, once they're reading these articles, are asking, okay, is this going to happen in North and South?
Based on like the rising COVID cases, like I understand the mask mandate. It's just kind of
Your
weird
video's
that, like,
coming up.
we went from not having masks and then like going back to it.
Students on the University of Connecticut campus are once again required to mask up in certain buildings. Here's the update from the school. Masking indoors includes instructional classes, work spots, and events with more than 100 people.
I'm okay with it. I've been wearing it anyway, so I don't really mind it. I feel like it's just pretty safe.
Most students I spoke with support the decision if it keeps the campus safe. The university has only a 1% positivity rate, but says the increase in cases on campus and statewide are why masks were brought back.
So we are glad to see that mask mandate go back into effect.
Wear a mask if you want to, or you could leave the mask behind.
Oh, legend. That's a legendary one.
Fucking bear.
So good.
Media Bear fucking, he was another one that kept me saying.
Killed it.
All right. So
Killed
this
it,
next
yeah,
part
yeah.
here is where this is the whole like final this is the little best part at the end here with the masks. Because the masks are so stupid. But yeah, so here we go. Back to the masks.
Give me one.
You can give me one?
I can give you one.
Why do
I need you to wear a mask.
So you can hand me a mask,
I can hand you one, yeah.
but you can't hand me the drink without a mask?
You've got to wear a mask.
How does that make any sense?
That's what I just need you to wear a mask. Do you mind?
Well, if you can hand me a mask, why can't you just hand me the drink?
I can hand you the mask.
You can use a face mask if you like.
This is 4 years ago.
Any protection.
A mask like this one cannot protect against the new coronavirus when used alone.
In terms of wearing a mask, our advice is clear that wearing a mask if you don't have an infection really reduces the risk, almost not at all. So we do not advise that.
March 8th, 2020.
People should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
March 9th, 2020.
If you do not have any respiratory symptoms such as fever, cough, or runny nose, you do not need to wear a medical mask like this one. Mask alone can give you a false feeling of protection and can even be a source of infection when not used correctly.
March 11th, 2020.
Tell us about the value of wearing face masks. You see face masks around the place. Is there any point to that?
It's usually quite a bad idea. People tend to leave them on. They contaminate the face mask and then wipe it over something. So it's really not a good idea and doesn't help.
March 12th, 2020.
Experts fear incorrect use could lead to more infection.
When you look at some of the masks people are wearing, you can see there is a huge range of products out there. And while they may offer some sense of security, experts warn if you wear a mask the wrong way, it could actually make you sick.
June 4th and 13th, 2020.
176 people have been fined.
Another anti-masker who thinks it's his right to not wear one. 76 fines. 51 of those were for people caught not wearing a face mask, and 55 people were fined for curfew breaches. A mother who refused to wear a mask and show identification was also arrested.
The power of masks are a curious thing. They make a grown man cheap, and the government's the same. Let's change the clock back to just 2 years in the past. More than blue season, that's the power of the mask. Cover your face and keep your distance, please. You want to save your grandma, mask up when you sneeze. Once bad, now good, and everywhere people laugh. For more than just 2 weeks, excuse me, where's your mask? Don't need diet, don't need no sun, don't need no social life or have any fun. Wear a mask even if it's gross sometimes, cause it might just save your life. That's the power of the mask. First time they told us we didn't need them at all. Next time they told us that it was optional. By Juneteenth everybody wore them proud. That's the power that made the world shut down. Don't work in winter or 2 weeks in. By summer everyone had a diaper on their chin. Don't worry looking like a fool sometimes, cause it just might save your life. And they say just 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Yeah, I'm so sure. Then weeks turned into months, and months turned into years, until the world helped change the back. That's the power of masks. The power of masks. Can you feel it? Yeah.
I don't know why I put that there.
They didn't work in winter or 3 months in. had a diaper on their chin. Wear a mask at work, in church, and school every time, cause it just might save your life.
All right, I think I got this is my blooper reel right here.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I found a blooper.
You know how hard it is to sing Huey Lewis. It's fucking hard,
dude. Oh, I know. You crushed it, man. All right, I'm gonna play this. Oh god, and this was just like a little blooper I found real quick. This thing is fucking. This took a while to do. Eddie crushed it on directing this. All right, so yeah, I was gonna put that in there too. So, anyways, man, great job on that song.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish the video. That was fun though. Let's see if the audience liked that. When did I have that mullet, dude? I had a mullet.
You did have a mullet.
No, I was just I wore like a wig when I was doing that.
Look at that front sweep you have there.
Oh, I hear it. No, I got like it looks like a little like a cat on my head, right? Those things. It's ridiculous. Then the last thing I had here was my take off your mask video. I was gonna play here. And that was really it.
And you gotta admit, like that's probably I'm just spitballing here, but it's probably 20% of the stuff that went out. You know, between you know, a lot of people, a lot of creators that were out there. Like, I mean, I'm now that I've heard that, I remember like 3 others that you did, and like some other stuff from like Media Bear and like some other people that out there that were doing it. And it was like that literally, if I got just one of those per week or per every couple of weeks, it got me through like the worst of it. I was like a good laugh, and I'm like, okay. So
well, that's what we all needed. We all really needed that comic relief.
Thinkers.
Yeah, we needed that comic relief.
Yeah, well,
it was just one of those things where, like, if we didn't laugh at it, then it would crush us, and it's really it. Like I don't know. Media Bear was the shit. Last time I played a Media Bear video, though, I got in trouble, so I only played a little bit. So
he's probably marked. He's probably marked. I don't know. Like there were a couple that I sent to you.
I'm probably gonna get in trouble no matter what. There has to be something in this video that is, but you know, it is what it is. So
yeah, it is.
So we got it's 7-11 now. I'll play this. This is my mask song. If anybody hasn't seen it, and then take a little break, and then we'll do like a final thing. Maybe even on Rockfin because I feel like I really want to say words. You know what I mean? It's kind of triggering. But I'm gonna play this, do a little commercial, and kind of go from there.
You're addicted to triggering.
I don't know how to say I'm addicted to triggering. Yeah. All right. So, hey, thanks so much for all y'all watching. Wow, there was a big dip right there in the middle there. What happened there? You think I should delete the stream after this, Justin? I don't know. I don't wanna. But we'll see. If it does,
don't kneel to them.
Don't delete it.
I'm not. I mean,
see what happens.
I'm gonna see what happens. Like I said, I don't have any strikes, and even if it gets taken down, I get a warning. A warning is not bad. Yeah. You saw that. I'll just retake that test. You guys saw how easy those questions were.
To educate yourself.
Yeah,
I'll just go back to re-education.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
They're telling you that you have a strike so that you're scared. They don't exist. Your violations, your yes or your no, it's just a binary. They put you in a category of advertising. So how much money they can generate.
They're never going to let me be monetized either. Even if I get to a place where it's like I'm accepted and I have all the things, like they're going to have to review what I'm doing here.
So you need to create another sort of entity of like a alter ego. And
I thought about that. I need to be like kind of like how Colbert did with how Colbert did with like pretending he was a Republican.
Dude, that thing was so cringy.
I would do that. It was, but like kind of doing something where you're just all the way on the other side. But I don't know. I feel like it's too late for something like that. All right, don't delete it, says Andrew B. All right. Well, okay. I'm sure you guys have probably saw this, but I thought I'd just end this. I really enjoyed making this video and writing this song. This is the last one I put up on my Spotify before. I am going to have a new album. I swear it's going to get done. But this was the single that I put up. You can find there.
not alone. Your instincts are right.
Oh, I
There's no
remember
need
this
to
one.
fight
Oh.
those voices inside and knows it's a lie.
I was really trying to tug at the heartstrings
So
on this
live
one.
for today and dream for tomorrow. And end all this loneliness, aggression, and sorrow.
This is all stock footage I found of people wearing
'Cause
masks.
now
There's so
it's
much of it now.
time to do what is right. 'Cause it's been way too long since we let our conscience be our guide. 'Cause now it's time.
You got kind of a Kermit the Frog thing going on there. I like it.
I was going for that.
Task. You don't need to ask or prove that you're vaxxed. Just take off your mask.
I remember watching.
I know it
this,
sounds
actually.
hard. I know you have a job. I know you have school. I know you have kids, and we all need to shop. But there's no reason to be scared at all, or keep living in despair at all. If you care enough to care at all, let's fix this while it's still repairable. 'Cause now it's time to do what is right. 'Cause it's been way too long since we let our conscience be our guide. 'Cause now it's time to do one measly little task. It's time that we face this. I miss seeing faces. I don't care what your race is or numbers of cases. Quit being complacent. And don't even get me started on these fucking vaccines. Take off your mask. Just take off your mask.
Key change.
Don't need to ask or prove that you're
Like, all right, never mind.
Just
Calm
take
down.
off your mask and throw it in the trash along with our past.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All of this nonsense will finally be gone when you take off your mask. Take off your mask. Just take
Am I
off.
taking you on a roller coaster?
Just take off.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Musicians usually are good editors. They tap into that. I try to do the right timing to the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
I've gotten better though. Some of these I'm like.
Be gone when you take off your mask.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
That's some good shit, man.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. So, hey, thanks for happy Ronaversary. Happy Ronaversary, Emily.
Happy Ronaversary. Yeah.
Everybody at home, give everybody a hug. It's woo. I love this thumbnail guy here. Isn't that great? All right. Well, I think do you have any final words? I mean, I don't know.
I think we have a little bit here left, just like a 10-minute segment here, and just like
you guys. Let's take a look at the chat and see, and also see if there's anything here. But Laurie, I'll definitely. I feel like there's a lot of things that got re-triggered here, and I could either talk for 5 hours, or I can talk for a solid 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Like, what's best? Keep going.
That's all I got. That's all I got. I was just saying, just like as a wrap to talk about like what that was.
Yeah.
All of us went through it together that knew what the bits were. I mean, we knew it almost immediately what the bits were. And so, when we couldn't say it as it should be said, as in just like straight up, because the internet is the public square these days. Yeah. So like, and to watch in real time how censoring happened over the course of that thing. And we watched how some of our streams just got shut down, struck, nothing. And we're screaming from the top of a hill. It was like, this is kind of a Hegelian dialectic sort of event here. The more and more we got shut down. So like, it'd be good to you should kick out this, really, I'm really kind of sick of Rona, even though I kind of miss it, so like, I don't miss it. I'm saying that in sort of a weird way, but it's like a lot of growth came out of it, especially in our community. And because we were so prepped for it, because I don't know, but you and I have talked about this a long time, and a lot of our streams were like somehow the MK Ultra shit didn't stick to our community, right? It just didn't stick.
Bounced off. Bounced off.
This is weird. It bounced off of us, and we're immediately screaming. We're like, "This is bullshit, guys! It's literally commercial land bullshit that's going on here." You know, it's like,
we've seen this before. Like this is like, oh shit, not again. Yeah, but like,
not again. And
on a grand
it had
scale.
all the earmarks. It had all the earmarks of the same thing that we've been through. You know, the thing in New York City 20 years ago or so, and many others since then. It had all the earmarks of that same thing, and we were all seeing it. And we're screaming on streams. We're like, dude, check this out. And then eventually everybody just swarmed and started doing, as much deep diving as they could. And we started gleaning from like, I don't know how big our community is at this point in time. I think there's a lot of people that are out or not out of the closet, but contributed a lot in chats and in new things that we never found out. I wouldn't have found out about, event, the thing that happened in November, the old planning event thingy for the thingy that happened right after that 4 years ago. I wouldn't have known about that except for my community. Somebody found it and watched the whole thing.
Wait, what happened in November? What happened in November?
The event,
the election?
EVNT. It has like, let me spell it out for you. Dos.
September?
01 in November.
September.
That described the thing that happened right after that.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So like, I wouldn't have known that unless somebody in the community had just been scratching around and be like, "Hey, they did this thing in New York in November, right before the thing," and they described exactly what happened.
I love
there's some sort of rule, there's some sort of fucking rule, that they have to actually, announce.
Conspiracy theorists 20 years from now is like, the dee beat the boo with the bop. It sounds like musicians when they're trying to tell you what you want. It's like, give me a little bum boom boom. There's like no words for it. Like, I need a little do.
But it's like that's the thing, right? And so like we're sloughing off this nastiness that happened over the last 4 years, and it was nastiness. They pulled a stunt, and we're walking out of it. And now it's good to like, again, I'm going to stop ranting, but you should get something off your head because clearly, do we really need to do a Ronaversary for the 5 year? Do we really need to?
Every year, never forget, dude. Never forget. This one, people are like really quick to. I mean, people are still. I think, in my opinion, I don't think they've dealt with the trauma of it, and so right now it's not really gone. No. I think in like 5 or 10 years, people might bring it up to their therapist and then actually admit it. But I think right now we're just at a place in society where like just don't want to talk about it. It's pushing it down. There's no way it's not, and so that's where we're at right now.
I mean, it affected at least like just from my perspective. Again, like from our community, like everybody was clear on it. Everybody was clear. In March, I would say roughly the first or second weekend, everybody was clear on it. And like the dialogue that we were all having together, we're all seeing the same thing. And the more we went through it, getting into later in that year, the more it started solidifying. Holy shit, that we were in the middle of a giant psyop, right? A big one, the biggest one, maybe the biggest one ever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like we went through it. We went through it.
I was in DC.
She was in that.
I was in DC. I was literally there.
Really?
I mean, but look, what would you?
I worked in retail.
Yeah, and why would you? Why would you like? I mean, the whole everything came together in
temperature pointing at your forehead. That was the most.
Oh yeah, did you ever get that? I never got one of those. Did you get one? Emily, did you have to get like the one down your
At first.
I never got the one down on my nose. I honestly think that's what caused people to like lose their sense of taste and smell when they got sick. In my opinion, allegedly, I don't know. But yeah.
I documented my COVID test. I documented the whole fucking thing.
You did. Did you got a recording of it?
Did you take the one up your nose, or did you take the one like I never took
okay.
So
we're not going to talk about this right now, but I have some
but we are
very strange.
Well,
we probably shouldn't talk about this one on this episode, but we could maybe make another one for that one.
It feels so good to talk like this again, though, doesn't it? Oh.
I mean, we're still using hobo speak a little bit because, like, I still don't feel comfortable like saying like the big words or whatever. But I mean, everyone's clear on this, like what actually occurred now, and now it's like unraveling the bullshit. You know,
well, does it feel to you to like maybe like, I mean, everybody knows, so I don't feel like there's like this urge to tell people and wake up. Now I feel, and this is kind of the final thing I wanted to kind of mention. This is my point, is that with truthers, there's always that fantasy of the you were right, and under the I told you so moment. And anytime we're ever looking
we're never
for
gonna
that,
get that.
we're never gonna get that, and we shouldn't want that. Like, that's the last thing I want. I mean, I thought about that, like, just one day, just, you know, all the money in the world, just going up and hiring a skywriting plane to just have a giant "I told you so" in the sky, and then be like, yeah. But you know, that's an empty vessel right there, where you know, that's not the point of it at all. And that's
if you keep chasing that, it's never.
Yeah, you're never gonna,
and I think intuitively people will start to understand over time.
And that just shows bad intentions in general. It's not good intentions.
Yeah, it's from ego.
Yeah, exactly. When that's the bad intention. And sure that like you can when you have that kind of an ego, like, you can learn how to like harness it in for good, but you got to be cognizant and conscious of it, you know, to a certain extent. I mean, because everybody has a little bit.
I always practice the same phrase. I just practice the same phrase. It's like, I will forgive, but I'll never forget. Now, I'm not going to forgive the fuckers that pulled this shit. I'm not going to forgive them. But like everybody else is involved, I will forgive.
Yeah.
In time, I lost. You know, everybody lost, not just me. I am being narcissistic there. I was like, well, no, but everybody lost 2 or 3 years of their ability to walk around and be themselves and live a life.
Yeah, but look at how much you gained.
Well, we did gain. We gained something out of it. We can take a silver lining playbooks thing out of it.
If I thought it was just 2 weeks, I would have been narcissistic to like do all that too. You know, well, like, because I knew it was going to be 3 years. I'm like, I didn't look at it like I was like, hey, this is an opportunity. I'm like, guys, this is ridiculous. If somebody has to say something, there's a lot of reasons for it to like take a cause. I understand.
To speak to that, Crum. Just speak to that, like exactly what you said. I felt an obligation to say stuff, but it wasn't an attack on anyone's virtue signal.
But it looked like it from the outside to some people.
I was like, maybe you want to take. Well, I felt that I sort of signed up for it at some point in time, way in a past life or something. I don't know what exactly it was, but I was like, I can see it. I have an obligation to say it. You know, you may not want to do the thing and put something inside of your body that's
COVID is a cult.
Whoa. COVID is dangerous. I don't know if we're allowed to say
allegedly
claim what cults are.
Is a culture.
All right. I forgot about my love. I'm sorry, Rockfin. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm looking over there. You guys, I leaving you hanging. Rockfin isn't doing my bits, so I'm having problems with Rockfin. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stick around there. They don't seem to be liking me very much because I never make anything premium. But anyways, Big Pine Sailing. Sorry, I've been missing all your stuff. And Justin Johnson. Ventilators. Yeah, I can't read all that. 81 million, 6 million, 93 million. Great. I'll read one here. We are all just children, really. We all, and we need leaders. So many just want to follow. And I'm down to go with the flow most times. But come on, man. They shut down the would-be leaders that see. Yeah, that's true. The real leaders, the leaders that we have are groomed by the World Health Economic Forum. Like, they have like a program for it. You can't.
Right.
It's insane. Every leader that we have has like goes through this like program. It's a good point there. Thank you. Well,
can I speak to that real fast before we wrap it up? It's a very short one.
Sure.
I think again, and this kind of applies to this thing. So like again, we've talked about this before, but like trauma medicine, like medical tent medicine, you break a leg, something happens inside of you, you get fixed. A surgical doctor fixes a thing. I love that medicine. Thank you, doctor. Save me from a thing that's wrong with me. I'm glad that you saved me and you were able to fix my broken leg or anything like that. Right? Allopathic medicine. I'm going to say this very softly.
This stream is
petroleum-based medicine.
This stream's so going down.
Needs to
Truthers can't help themselves. We can't help ourselves. That's fucking funny.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's good. That's all.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too, man. Well, we're gonna call a stream from there. I try to just do a 2-hour stream. Thanks everybody in the chat. Hey, thanks everybody for helping me out with my goal. I'm at 67, or where am I at on my goal here? Let's take a look. Ooh, 70. 75%? Is that what that says? 75% of my goal. $100 by April. Ugh. Being realistic. Thank you for the tips. If you guys wanted to do a last super chat, now would be the time. Yeah, so I just want to say happy Ronaversary. We're not going to bring this up again till next year. And
I think it should be once a year. I think once a year.
Absolutely.
Because they already, even though I have a trigger fetish, so like you got me off a little
Who
bit.
doesn't?
On my triggering?
I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat does too. You know?
I only need it once a year though. Like that kind of trigger, I only need once a year. That's it. So.
Don't ask questions.
She
Thank
said,
you.
Like a memorial. It's like
that's Eddie. What up, Eddie? Eddie's in the chat. Don't ask questions. He remembers. I'm out of the moderator. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to go down there. Just got here. Dave Sims. Oh, thank you, Justin, for putting in the link for that. Also, I do have I updated my links. I changed my Patreon because I had one before with like some like, hey, if you do this, then you could go in like the Telegram, Patreon. I took away all that. All I have right now is a $5 a month support and no bullshit. If you guys like what I do, you can do that on Patreon, or you can do it on Ko-Fi, which is actually way easier, I think, and kind of cool. Just really super easy.
Give my boy Crow some money so that he can keep kicking it out.
My name's Crumb, not Crow.
Oh, Crumb. Sorry.
Thank you.
There's too many CRs.
It's only been 4 fucking years.
Crow's important. Crow's important too.
Oh yeah,
No,
Crow's
Crumb. Give
Crow's great.
Some money. Crumb.
Yes.
Some money. Crow's probably doing okay. But
don't follow Crumb and smash that.
Yes, smash those smashes, please. Will you guys smash them likes?
Yeah, I don't see any like buttons here. Like you've been doing some good shit for a lot of years. So like, I still believe that there's YouTube demons out there shutting you down anyway. Because
I'm getting a fire up my ass to get this channel going here. And so I've been putting out more content. So like, if you guys do like what I do, like I'm finally taking it a lot more serious and being more consistent and coming up with good stuff, and it's fun. What's up?
Yeah.
You're really good at it.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. And I love it. I really do love it. As long as I'm not getting, I think it was just all the resistance from YouTube just kind of like, it wore me down. I just felt like a little defeated because I didn't know the rules. When I posted that, when I worked on that parody of Why Do We Trust These Liars with Jaron, and both Conspiracy Music Guru and Jaron were able to post it, and I couldn't on this channel and the Central Station that
I remember was on.
It removed it.
You got that notice.
You were right next to me.
You couldn't play it.
I know, and I'm just like, really? If they can and I can't, I don't know my rules. So I'm burning out here. Why do stuff if I have separate? So that kind of put me in a dark place. But I feel, don't follow Crow. Yeah. I feel like that those days are gone. Yeah, don't follow Crow. That would be so funny.
Crow's good too. Give money to Crow too, but give money to Crow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep it up, man. Because I forgot how much good shit we didn't even touch. All the shit we did in the last 4 years, we didn't even touch it. So
we'll save it for the next Ronaversary. Gotta save it for the next Ronaversary.
The Facebook group. Don't forget to join the
Facebook group. Yes, we have a Facebook, no proofs. If you guys want to talk about flat earth or talk to flat earthers, but nothing about proofs, nothing about having to prove yourself. It's an idea just for us to exist, just kind of how we're talking, but not have to be like, hey, look at this proof, or look how stupid this globe is. I don't know, anything else, because there's so much more to this mindset than just proving yourselves. That will be the next stage, I feel like, as our lives, go on from here, because it changes everything, and we don't really talk about all the things that it changes. And I think we're kind of just getting used to that now, and just kind of like, everybody has their own unique like stories and what happens. And
hey man, when you're on the front lines, you get bloody. It is what it is.
No,
So,
it is. And I'm just curious to know other people's stories.
What it is.
I don't care like how stupid other people are or why they didn't see it. Like, I just want to know, how like the little things that change that we don't talk about. Like, I know there's tons, but like for me, just like the little things, I felt like people looked at me different, or I just felt like, I don't know. I felt like I was so much more accepted in the world, and then once I decided to own this, I felt like I had to. I don't know. There was just a different feeling that made me stronger, but I couldn't just rely on my superficial self.
Remember, like early on, it was really tough, and you could feel the stares early on, and it started to soften up and then it kind of picked back up on the thing that happened 4 years ago. But then it softened up again, like the stares that we used to get, at least when I say we, like, I guess our community, for lack of a better term, but the stares are getting less laser beamy from, the haters. And now it's a state of confusion for a lot of them, because I think they just don't quite know what the fuck happened, or they just choose to forget it, or they bury their head in the sand. So it's going to get better. So like, everybody else out there that's listening, that's kind of experienced the same thing. The people that used to mask brutalize you in a train or wherever you're at, they're not doing that anymore. That's gone. So like, just embrace that and enjoy.
We're not hearing "Where's your mask" ever again. I don't think, not for a long time. Even though like in Japan, like masks became normalized, but I don't think like Japanese people are going, "Oh, where's your mask?" They're not doing that. They were very respectful of it. It might work for that society. It's not an American thing at all. So it's just not like we're too virtue signaling. We're too like concerned with other people to allow to like. I don't know. It's not for us. But the "where's your mask" thing used to infuriate me. I would wear a priest outfit when I went to the grocery store, just so people wouldn't fuck with me when I didn't wear a mask, because I figured maybe they won't. So I wore my priest shirt, or like I had all these different things.
Yeah.
Those days are done, so that's nice, even though I miss it. Emily, do you have any final words?
No. I just wanted to mention like the Facebook group, like connect with other people, but also for support, if there's something weighing on your mind, or maybe you talked to someone about it and it didn't go well, or relationship thing, a way to talk to other people who maybe have already been through it or have some ideas about how to deal with something. So I think it's a good way to connect.
Hey, what is the Facebook thing? Because I'm just looking for it. Did you include it in?
Someone did put it in the chat.
It's in my description too.
I went to it and it's saying no content. It's saying content is not available right now. Yeah, it's saying that right now. Oh, I clicked on that link.
You're not logged in.
I am.
Oh yeah,
I am.
You got.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Just let me make sure. Maybe somebody post that one more time to make sure we're on the right thing.
I'll have to check the link.
Because that'd be. Yeah, I'll find it, but like maybe add the link somewhere.
If you search for FE Thrive No Proofs Group,
will it come up? Because I know it's private though.
But it's not like private anymore. It's It's not hidden. It's private. Like you have to request to join, but it's not hidden.
Okay, it's not hidden. So FE Thrive.
Yeah.
And it's not much going on now because we're new with this, but it's an idea.
We also just need more people
coming
in.
To
like
get there.
Right now we have maybe like 15 people, so it's just hard to get conversations going without more people chiming in. But the more people join, the more we'll be able to have content-wise.
Yeah.
And another thing too is I always watch the numbers at the bottom of the stream, and it shot straight up to 35 an hour ago, and it never went further than 35. It's not going down.
There was a hard drop right after that. I don't know why.
No, it was just like went up to 35 and it stopped. So like there's a lot of fucking squirmy things going on with the algorithms, and I'm sure we're on a lot of watch lists anyway. So like it's that there's gonna be a lot of shadow banning, but I think there's probably a lot more people that are gonna hear this than what it shows on the numbers. So just like
think so?
Keep your chin up, buddy.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just happy I can do this. This is great. It's got to be a slow growth. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
And I just love this community, man. It's great. So thanks everybody for your support. I'm gonna leave you guys with some with some classics, and see you guys next week. Happy Ronaversary.
Love you guys.
Much love.
Happy Ronaversary.
Woo! Woo! Oops.
CDC's greatest hits. Hey, now available with proof of vaccination.
You've been fast and strong.
You'll get all-time classics like
I got the jam. It's been too long. I'm glad to be fast. Yes, I got the juice. I took two. Tell me, Dr. Fauci, what you want me to do, 'cause I'm fast.
Enter to win a signed copy of the album by Brian Johnson & Johnson.
I took a fast vaccine during quarantine. It was the worst damn shakes I have ever seen. I'm number
legendary hits like
quarantine for just 2 weeks. Stay away from me for just 6 feet. CDC will tell you lies. CDC and ignore all your cries. Hell's bells. Oh, Angus, are you alright? A palsy. You're shaking. You're shaking. Hell's bells. Somebody call a doctor. Where's Fauci? A palsy. Dr. Fauci, hello. Hell's bells. Hello. Dr. Fauci. A palsy. Hello.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you.
All the earth's flat, and there's a dome where projections of the moon and the stars are shown around the edge. And I swap, and that's why Australians don't just. Now you're in, just trust your feelings. Now you're in on it, your life's about to change. Now you're in, don't overthink it. And now you're in on it, dear, don't feel the same. And now you're in, and now we're in on the secret.
Are you experiencing signs of discomfort or irritability while watching NASA and space news? Have you noticed your sense of reality becoming more and more blatantly and obviously shattered? Do you find your cognitive dissonance increasing more and more as you live life post-pandemic? Are you struggling to maintain relationships with friends, colleagues, and loved ones? Well, now there's Flatterall. Flatterall has been tested and proven to help aid in the awakening of the collective consciousness. Flatterall can help you decipher the truth from the lies that we were all taught. Flatterall can help cure symptoms of chronic appealing to authority, systemic brainwashing, excessive need for conformity, NASA fanboy syndrome, delusional belief of the moon landing, and diarrhea. Talk to your doctor today and see if waking the f*** up is right for you. Side effects may include losing your family, losing your job, losing your mind, questioning your sanity, questioning your gullibility, questioning literally everything in your life, and diarrhea.
Follow Crumb. Follow Crumb.